Hi, and welcome back to Mimi's Place. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for visiting today. Today, I'd like to talk to you about 10 things that I buy every month for my prepper pantry. Everybody's household is different, so your 10 items are going to be different from my 10 items. And that's okay. We have to take care of our own and not copy other people and waste money on foods that we don't like or things that we're not going to eat. Truth be told, if you don't like it in a non-emergency, you're still not going to like it during an emergency. So without further ado, I'm just going to go through some of the items that I buy every month for my prepper pantry. Let's start with flour. Flour is so essential to your prepper pantry. You can make anything with this: pancakes, breads, biscuits, cakes, waffles, rolls, crackers, all kinds of sweets. You can make brownies with it. You could use it as a thickener. So flour is very, very versatile, and you can do a lot with it. So the idea of the items that I'm going to show you is these are items that have multiple uses to help keep it frugal as well. So another thing I buy every month is a good stock of pastas, all different shapes. Now, listen, I have certain pastas I like for certain things. Elbows are great for mac and cheese. Penne is good for macaroni and meatballs. Then I have spaghetti and rigatoni. There's just different kinds that I like for different things. So, like I said, your needs and wants are different from mine, but the idea is that pasta is a very versatile dish, ingredient. You could use it for absolutely anything, and it's all a matter of preference. There is no right and no wrong to this. I like to store my pasta in mason jars. Another thing I buy every month, I take my inventory and I make sure, is that I have enough canned and a good variety of canned fruits and vegetables. I do can a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, and I try to rotate between those and the store-bought, commercially canned, as much as I can, using up the oldest first. And let me tell you, sometimes you can't always get out, you don't always want to go out, or you cannot get the food that's available in the form that you want it, so just settle for buying it in a different form instead of buying the, fresh asparagus or frozen. If you have a can of, some cans of of asparagus, some peaches, different vegetables and fruits, pineapple and peas and corn and carrots, and you have all that stuff, you have a good variety to help you create some real good meals, to supplement also for when you can't get out, and just to help you out on a day or an evening when you're tired. You just don't have the energy, but you want to eat healthy. There is nothing wrong with commercially canned food. Another thing I buy every month are eggs. Yes, even though they are expensive. The reason why I'm able to get eggs every month is because I always keep several dozen on hand. I rotate them, and as I need another dozen to be replaced, I will buy it. And plus one, if I have too many, that's when I preserve them. And I did a video on that, and I'll try to link it if I can on how I preserve eggs. Eggs are a great source of protein. You can add it to your pancake mix for an extra boost of protein. And believe it or not, it is still cheaper than some meats. So you can fry them, scramble them, use them in a quiche, boil them. You can do so many things with eggs. It's good to bake with. Eggs are important. If you can't get fresh eggs because you think they're not going to last that long, or you want something for longer term, like I said, you could look into preserving them, or eggs in different forms, which would be Augustin Farm has great dehydrated whole eggs and dehydrated scrambled eggs. You could get from Aldi, you could get a carton of egg whites, and those can be stored in the freezer. So I didn't know if you guys knew that, but there's many different ways that you can store eggs. You can water glass them. You can do many things with eggs. Don't be intimidated. Go out and get yourself some eggs. Seasonings is another thing that I like to buy every month if I possibly can. Now, you're not going to go through everything every single month, but every month I like to buy one of each: cinnamon, garlic powder, and onion powder. And I use these the most, so I go through them the most, and I always want to make sure that there's a backup to the backup. So I make sure that there's several of these rotated on my shelf in my prepper pantry, and I am never out of my favorite seasonings. That goes true for salt and pepper. When I refill my salt and pepper shakers and it's time to get another one, I will take one of each out of the pantry, and then I will buy 2 more. And that's how I keep that rotated and fully stocked. Crackers. Crackers are a great addition for a snack when someone's sick, in some soup, just something to pick on. You could have some veggies and dip and cheese and crackers sometime for a nice lunch or snack. Always make sure you have some crackers. I usually always have saltines and then one other kind. So as long as I have my saltines, I'm okay. And I try to make sure that I have one other fancy kind on the shelf as well. Let's move on to another protein source, and that is peanut butter. Peanut butter is so good. Great source of protein. You can make cookies with it, and desserts, and sweets, and treats. Dip your apples in it. You could eat it by the spoonful if you had to, or if you wanted to. You could spread it on toast. You can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The possibilities of peanut butter are absolutely endless. So as I open up a peanut butter, I make sure that I replace it. And I make sure that I have several in my pantry ready to be used up. Again, always rotating. Check your dates. Coffee is another item. Please don't get me started. I cannot stop my day without my coffee every morning. So I make sure that I buy some of these every month, and they seem to go on sale every month, once a month for like $8.99, and that's when I'll get like at least 4 of them, and I go through one a month, so I always have a good supply. At one point, I had a 2-year supply of coffee, and I'm just now restocking that supply, so it lasted a long time. Get your coffee, get your tea, anything you use for a hot beverage. Another item I always have in my pantry is different kinds of fats, whether it's vegetable oil, sesame seed oil, canola oil. I usually use a lot of olive oil. I have the light kind. I have the kind for sauteing. I have the kind for salads. Oil is very important, as is butter. Make sure I have butter, Crisco, and oils, a good variety of them in my prepper pantry. So these are just a few things that I buy every month to keep my stock up on essentials. I hope that this video was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments below if you have anything that you buy every single month without fail, whether you need it or not. Give me a thumbs up as always. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys on my next video. Have a great day, and God bless you.